hello, or hello again. Um, Hello if you're new to the channel watching this video for the first time, or hello again if you watched some of my prior videos or you're just rewatching this video all over again. Um, Before I get into this video here, I just want to do a quick disclaimer. I'm going to be reading from the Bible, referencing from the Bible. I know that for some of you guys watching this video, you're just going to automatically click off the channel, click off this video as soon as I make any mention from the Bible. Um, all I'm going to say in that context is that I just hope moving forward that you will have a more open heart and a more open mind. Okay, so with that being said, that disclaimer out of the way, this channel here is article and passage. Article and passage. What I do is I go online, I find an article to just kind of summarize, go over what the article is talking about, and then I read a Bible passage and I sort of combine the two to see what can be gained and learned from the article, out from the Bible, what life lesson can be learned from that. So I'm gonna start with the article here, and this article is from thehill.com, and the title of this article is UN Ambassador Warns of Consequences if China Provides Lethal Aid to Russia. Article goes on to say, U.S. Ambassador to the United Nations Linda Thompson Greenfield on Sunday warned of consequences if China moves to provide lethal aid to Russia after Secretary of State Antony Blinken warned Beijing was, quote, strongly considering the assistance. The U.S. claims that there would be ramifications if Beijing does go ahead and provide that assistance to Russia. And then the U.S. ambassador goes on to say, quote, we're not going to advance and announce what we're planning to do, but we made clear to the Chinese that there will be consequences should they make that unfortunate decision. And it just it makes you wonder, what would those consequences be if China goes ahead and helps Russia with the Ukraine war? You know, as the U.S., we do try to position ourselves as being a mighty power, which we are and still are, but we're not the once mighty power that we once were. You've heard many YouTubers, possibly friends, possibly family members, they say the old adage, the common saying, why are we helping Ukraine when we have so many problems here in the U.S.? Problems with the homeless crisis and so forth. And I think that there's a lot of truth to that. You know, if just like a book author once made a commentary, if you cannot even put on your own air mask, if you're in an airplane and the air decompresses in the cabin, if you can't even put on your own air mask, how are you going to help the person next to you put on theirs? We really do. If we were in a better position, if we had our own house in order, if inflation wasn't as out of control as it is, you know, these days, if the homeless crisis was more under control, if we had basically, like I said, our own house in order, then I could see us going to try to help Ukraine in the war. But we're not. We're just not in that position, And then for China wanting to help Russia, what would be the incentive there? What is it that China would gain in helping Russia with the Ukraine war? Um, the only thing that I can conclude is it's pretty obvious that China wants world domination. And if this is one step to help them get there, then I think that they would go ahead and um, possibly provide that assistance to Russia. So that was the article. This is only going to be one Bible verse. This is Psalm 37, 34, and it says, "Put your hope in the Lord. Travel steadily along his path. He will honor you by giving you the land. You will see the wicked destroyed." So, what can I gain from these two sources of information? Yeah, everything that we see or read about, whether it's on our smartphones, the iPhones, on the TV, the newspapers, everything going on in the world. Obviously, you know, as readers, everyday Americans, there's nothing that we can do about it. Um, we it says it right here, to put your hope in the Lord, um, and that's basically all we can do. We know that there's a lot of evil intentions. There's a lot of conflictions in the world. Um, I think from just reading this article, it does re-emphasize the importance of going to this, going to um, going to Scripture, and being able to have a foundation in in spite of all of the craziness and the chaos going on around us. Um, because at the end of the day, if this war escalates into a world war, this will and will always be our hope for a better future and a better life and a better existence, and in an existence where there is no conflictions whatsoever, just peace, happiness, and just eternal love. And that's, I think, a life worth striving for, a life worth fighting for. So, again, this was article and passage, and I hope to see you guys in the next video.